other than that, Bowley has made it very clear that he wants to regularly talk. He wants to be involved in talks with teams and with clubs, especially in Europe. As he went to Barcelona, I think last week he was in Barcelona, meeting up with the Barcelona's president and the football director, having meetings with them, supposedly about Christensen, as for the Quetta as well as Alonso, and then maybe Dembele was mentioned in that. But as you mentioned, Dembele staying at Barcelona. Talks about Lewandowski maybe saying, look, if the Barcelona deal falls through, Chelsea is my second option. Do we think Lewandowski is a great, addition to the squad, especially since Lukaku's gone, and talks of Broja, which we would discuss in later in the podcast, Broja leaving this season maybe?
Well, look, with Armando Broja, I think it's a bit of an interesting situation because, of course, the player's spent a season at Southampton where he's shown a bit of development. He only scored 6 Premier League goals, but he played a lot of minutes. And I think there was a clear evolution in his all-round play, and he was competing with like the likes of Adam Armstrong and Che Adams, which is a good level, and he made it his own. And he's still only a teenager, so that says a lot about his potential. But look, I'm always hesitant to get too carried away with Cobham players because while Royals played well at Southampton to a good standard, scoring 6 goals at that level in a team that barely kept themselves in the league is not the kind of audition I think that automatically qualifies you to start for Chelsea. That may sound harsh, but there's still a way for him to go, for him to be an undisputed starter at Chelsea. There needs to be more development, and going to a team like West Ham, be it on loan or permanently, is the kind of step in development that he needs. But if his people, and I'm speculating here, I don't know the ins and outs. Obviously, of course, I'm not privy to those kinds of details, but I'll say that if his team are saying to him, well, staying at Chelsea is not going to serve you well, being second choice to someone like Kai Havertz, and that's right. It's probably not. He's going to need to play at his age over 2,000 minutes in the league season to continue his development, to now push from 6 goals to 10, then 10 to 15, and so on. So look, I would prefer to keep Broja, not necessarily at the club for the whole season, but I'd like to keep him on the books. He's still got a long contract at Chelsea. I believe he's got another 4 years on his deal. So I'd like him to remain a Chelsea player with a view to being sort of first choice in maybe a season or two. And we could perhaps loan him to West Ham to continue his development, to try and compete for a spot there. But yeah, from my side, I just don't think keeping him second choice helps. What that says for us in our striking department, I don't know, because if Werner leaves, then that leaves us only with Kai Havertz as a sort of number 9 choice. But if you're looking at it purely from Broja's perspective, I don't think being second choice at Chelsea will serve him very well in his development.
I mean, last option, we just get Michy Batshuayi and then we use him as a number 9 for the rest of the season if Werner leaves, as a second for Kai Havertz. But yeah, I agree with you on that, because I think with Bro, we haven't seen much of him at Chelsea, at least in the first team. And whatever we've seen has been on loans, and the Southampton loan, as you mentioned, it was a good loan, but it's a very different setup to how Chelsea works. And at his age, being second choice isn't the best, because the last thing he wants is to be sat on the bench week in, week out, and not even be scouted by other teams even for a loan, because they don't know how he performs.